Take off your shoes. You're standing on hallowed ground. With our blood, we've consecrated it. With our sweat and our salt, we have blessed it. And with our toil and our pain, we have made it holy. So take off your shoes. You're standing on hallowed ground. Tonight, folks, I had come to sacrifice a wolf at this altar. But the wolf is not going to be here tonight, but that's fine. Because what I have to say tonight, I could have said to anyone. I wanted it to be Ethan. I really did want it to be Ethan, but looks like it's going to be everyone. Folks, October, Devil's Night in particular, for me, for Happy, is a time of truth. A lot of you have been around here long enough to remember that the last Devil's Night I broke off with a little bit of truth, and it was received rather harshly by some and with glee by others, but I left. Now, folks, I'm not here tonight to repeat that same mistake. You see, I'm sticking around because I've learned something. And Ethan began to touch on it. If we can come back to him, his response to me when he pointed out that old Huck had been giving me a little help, that old Huck had been protecting his investment. He touched on that, and I brushed it aside. I said, really? You're going to come from IW to XWE and complain about match fixing? But the truth is, it got to me. It did. You see, for a long time, they've been calling me the most entertaining man in EFED today. For a long time, people have been telling me how good I am. They've been worshiping at the altar of Happy, but they bring me nothing. I have nothing to show for it. And it turns out even my victories have gone stale upon retrospect. Huck, I want to talk to you tonight. Because, well, I was supposed to go against Ethan Carnage, right? A real competitor. I was excited. I've been looking forward to this for a month, and it doesn't happen. And that's okay. I'm not blaming him, and I'm not blaming you. But I'm noticing a pattern, right? Now, we mentioned Ethan Carnage was told to take a dive by you. And that's public knowledge. We all know that now. But I'm starting to look at my match history, and I'm starting to see the real big matches that I've had. Remember when I was supposed to take on Zach Monstar? He had a little accident, didn't he? And what happened tonight with Ethan? He had a little accident, did he? And when Zach had his accident, it was you that broke the news to me, wasn't it? And when Ethan had his, it was you. What I'm trying to say, Huck, is that you've been protecting me. You are a child who plays with toys. This isn't an insult to you. You're laughing right now. You're eating this up because one of your toys is playing your game and you love it. You had all of your toys, but then about a year and a half ago, you got a new one. Shiny. Look at all the tricks it can do. Look what it does when I pull the strings. I can point it in any direction and it'll do exactly what I want. I have this toy, but I gotta keep it safe and special. That's what you wanted, wasn't it, Huck? Because, well, let's be honest, I was the best thing XWE had. XWE could have been circling the drain, but Happy made XWE the place to be, the most entertaining man in EFED today, and the most entertaining EFED today, right? But it was a lie. Because I've never went up against anyone that was a real threat, have I? And if I did, you made sure to keep the buddy bumpers on, right? No gutter balls for Happy. He's got to knock it out of the park every time, loaded bat and all. Huck, I'm here to tell you tonight that I don't need it. I never needed it. But 2 months ago, at the Royal Rumble, I made a promise. I said I was done with the editing. I was done with the tricks. I was done with the Martin Scorsese wannabe bullshit. I was here to put my voice in your head, to bring my fire into your soul. And I'm doing it. Not you, Huck. All of you. XWE. I have been putting my soul out there in a new, pure, raw, unfiltered kind of way, haven't I? Oh, there's another good opponent I haven't gone up against. What I'm trying to say is I've learned something. Originally, this was supposed to be a gimmick, to prove something to you all, to prove that I'm just as good without any tricks, without any gimmicks, without any flash and dazzle. But when I started to do it, I realized I liked it. It's pure. It's emotion. It's me and you, and there's nothing in between us. And tell me you don't feel the same way. So, Huck, I want real competition. XWE, I want real competition. Where the fuck is Joshua Bennett? Right, guys? I want a real fight. Because the fire in me burning is going to keep burning until I got something to consume. I want my title shot! Why haven't I gotten it? And Huck, I want you to keep your bullshit out of this. When you get your toys and you set up a really good match, let's add this one to the mix. Let's add a special guest referee. Let's make it a 4-way. Huck, you give me an honest, goddamn fucking chance. Because there is not a soul out there. XWE, are you listening? I'm that goddamn good. There is not one soul out there who can touch me. Because each and every one of you knows that when the lights go out, there is nothing that's going to save you from the dark except the fire in your own heart. And if you can't hold that fire in your hand, you can't come close to me. Happy Halloween.